Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to React Daily. Tonight we're on the polls episode, okay? Listen, we just did two polls. We did the YouTube poll, we did the Patreon poll, okay? Bunch of options, contesting, you know how it goes. Go watch the other video, I'll link it, or like I'll have it like the little, the little thing like right here. Bing, 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 your little info screen. Go watch it if you haven't. But now's the announcements time, which is so very exciting. This is gonna take me a minute to explain because there was some weird stuff that happened. We're gonna start with the Patreon poll because that one is easy, okay? The YouTube poll, is a little complicated. So let me just start with the Patreon poll, okay? Because that one has a pretty clear situation going on. So, the contestants, I'm just gonna list them. We're gonna start with, it's gonna be game show style, okay? So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just list them all, and then we're gonna hit it with a couple little like fun things about each, and then tell you about the winner. So the options were, A Place Further Than the Universe, Three Gatsu, March Comes In Like a Lion, Literally Just Me Staring at a Blank Screen for 25-ish minutes, Odd Taxi, Gurren Lagann, Oregano, yeah, shit, Kill la Kill, Dangers in My Heart, Katana Gatari, Violet Evergarden, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, Ping Pong the Animation, Zombieland Saga, and 86, okay? You've hopefully already heard all those, maybe even voted on them, right? We had a nice 50 responses. Do appreciate each of y'all. There was also, I had I like throwing in a little question. The question this time was what is your worst sin? So I might show a couple of the fun ones here, but I don't know, because I don't know about like exposing y'all's sins like that. That kind of crazy, but you know, they anonymous, so I guess that's fine. But yeah, so what is so exciting about these? Let me first, I'll reveal the graphs in a segundo, but first I'll tell you the different categories and the winners of each category. So the first category, the most no's. Remember that the four voting things were no, meh, good, and let's go. So no is like obviously the thing you don't want, right? The show that got the most no's was Ping Pong, the animation at 18 no's. I think the runner-up I think is 13 with a couple. Oh no, 15 with Dangers in My Heart was the run-up there. So that's where we're at there. Okay. Next up is least no's, which is Violet Evergarden, or what is that even what it's called? Yeah, Violet Evergarden at 3, which was kind of crazy, 3 out of 50. And then A Place Further at the Universe got 4. So those were both very surprising to me for the minimal amount of no's, because honestly most shows had quite a bit of no's. But the next category is most meh, so basically the most mid. The most meh is Zombieland Saga at 23, so not much to say there. Most good, right? Not let's go, but most good is Violet Evergarden at 17. Okay, Violet Evergarden got a little 2 in a row, right? And then the winner, because this next one is both the most let's goes and the winner is. Well, okay, it's literally just me staring at a blank screen for 25 minutes, so like, but you know what I mean? The actual winner is Three Gatsu March Comes In Like a Lion at 26 let's goes. Oh wait, no, 21 let's goes with the literally me just staring at a blank screen at 26. So that's the little winner of the Patreon poll. Congratulations! Oh my goodness, well done. March Comes In Like a Lion. I didn't think you could do it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think you could do it. I thought, you know who I was probably betting on? Probably Violet Evergarden, honestly. That's probably the one I expected to win the most. I can tell you, so since this was a Patreon poll, I am gonna, like the votes have a lot of weight, you know? Where like usually, like, I don't feel that beholden to votes usually, right? Like if there's a first place and a second place and I'm liking the look of second place more, I might just watch second place, right? But especially with a Patreon poll, like they have kind of extra voting power because this is like, you know, 50 people that gave me money, some of which especially to vote. So that got a lot of sway to it, a lot of swaying. When you actually, I can reveal all the freaking graphs. Is that the right direction? Wait, yeah, right here. I can reveal all the graphs now. The point totals. So I didn't really map out all the point totals, but I mapped out the ones that had the most. Going off the formula of no is, I didn't even actually incorporate the no's. I just realized, oh shit. All right, well, I'm prepared. All right, I guess I ignored the no's. Usually you would think the no's are a -1, the meds are a 0, the goods are a +1, and the let's goes are +2s. No, wait, okay, I have to edit my notes live. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so this would be this, and then, what did Varret has this, Varret Trust, and then, what the heck was this one? Oh shit, that just broke it all apart. Oh my goodness, this is actually crazy. Okay, sorry, new totals just dropped, right? The one with the most point totals was 3 Gatsu March comes in like a lion, right? It got the most let's goes by a substantial amount, and then when you actually total things up, it gets 46, I believe, because it has 21 let's goes, 10 goods, 10 mez, and 6 nos. And then second place would be Violet Evergarden with 38 points, so pretty solid divide with an 8-point divide, and then next up would be Kill la Kill with 33 points. Originally, before I added the nose in just now, Violet and Kill la Kill were tied, both at 41. But, so that's kind of our top 3 is 3 Gatsu, March comes in like a lion, Violet Evergarden, and Kill la Kill. So kind of goated with the sauce, basically. That's the situation there. So, what's my upload schedule? People are like, upload schedule? You actually have that? I thought that was a joke. It's not a joke, trust. Patreon poll winner. Oh yeah, okay. So I've written Tuesday probably for the uploads. I'll make a community post, but tentatively, 3 Gatsu should start up on Tuesdays and be weekly releases on Tuesday. That's kind of the plan there. And then the YouTube poll winner, which we're about to get to, is I have planned for Friday, and then Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Core 2 I got planned for every Sunday as they come out, and then Garden of Sinners every other Sunday just as is, right? And then who knows what'll end up happening if we throw in a dictator, right? Like that'll be a minute from now, right? But yeah, that's the fun part that's the fun part out of the way. Now we have the part that is a little crazy, okay? Listen, this is what happened here, okay? So the YouTube poll. This means anybody can vote on this hoe, right? We had a total of 420 responses, 420. Hilarious. I'm laughing right now. I just ended it when it hit 420, which I thought was funny. I ended it like an hour ago, right? And it's currently been well over the week. It's been 9 days since the poll originally came out. So I accomplished that. But so this is basically what happened, right? So we had a little person in the Discord server that was like, I really want my choices to win. Being Monster and Bojack. If you know, right? And so homeboy decided like, I'm just gonna message a bunch of people and like spread the word of this poll and ask them to vote for these shows. And so originally I'm in the position of like, well, I like free publicity, right? Random people getting exposed to my content is OP, because then that's just free advertising. So I was kind of but I was like, fine, I'll like let it happen or whatever. Maybe a mistake as I've come to realize, you know what I mean? Especially, it's funny, the Discord server, since they started by messaging a bunch of people in the Discord, and it made the Discord server think a raid was going on, and I did a raid alert within Discord 3 times in one night. So, yeah, we a lot of things happened there. What that led to, though, is I was doing a little scroll through the responses, right? And so I can just, well, I'll wait on a second. I was going through scroll through the responses, right? Oh, here it is. And you can see in the responses, there's like a lot of very normal responses. I can maybe show a couple of those off, just kind of what it looks like on my end. There's a lot of really normal responses, and then I'll see something like this. And you're like, what is this? What am I looking at? What you can see is that the let's goes in the bars are that, because you can see it's no, let's go, no, right? The let's goes are Monster and then Bojack that are next to each other, right? And the everything else is obviously a bunch of no votes or like a lack of a vote, right? And so what ended up happening is homeboys out here messaging people from like different Discords, different whatevers. I don't know where, because obviously I'm not them, but the people that are responding to the poll are hitting me with like votes where they're not actually voting on things. They're putting in a vote, but they're literally just doing the thing they're told to do, and then they're hitting me with like a "aight" for the required question and then moving on, right? And so they're kind of weird votes to look at, because it's like, well, these people, like, what's the point of a poll, right? The point of a poll is to get feedback from like the community, from what people want to see, from people that watch the videos, right? Because I want to watch what you guys want to watch, so that we can get, I get views, and B, you guys get content. So it maximizes what y'all get and also helps me out, right? It's a win-win, right? But when we get stuff like this, it's like, okay, these people that have voted no, 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 let's go, no, 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 because someone told them to, I don't think they actually care, right? I mean, they don't care about these other shows, obviously. And you can see some people that did vote yes to Monster and BoJack also voted like to the other shows, right? So some of the people that were asked to vote in this way just hit them with one of the, just a yes to the things they were told to do and no to everything else. So those votes are kind of hard to count, because I don't think they really care about the channel. Fine, you do you. But it's like, it kind of defeats the point of the poll, right? So it ended up in a weird situation. And the reason this is important, the reason that I've been having to deal with this, is because the margins were close enough that this actually mattered. And you're like, oh, well, how are the margins? What I went and I did is I went and I counted, and there were 420 responses, so I went through all 420 and I counted. It took me a minute. I went and I counted every vote that either was no to everything except Monster and BoJack, or no votes on anything except Monster and BoJack. And in both of those cases, Monster and BoJack have Let's Go, right? Which is the highest vote it can give. And I went and I totaled those to 50. And so 50 votes out of 420, I think you can see how 50 positive votes for BoJack and Monster, and then 50 negative votes for everything else, or like roughly 50, probably 40 negative no votes, because not everybody put no. Some people just only answered Let's Go to BoJack and Monster, kept going. But that big swing of 50 just in your mouth, pause, it definitely swayed things quite a bit. So what I'm thinking of doing, and by thinking I mean I've already thought of, because this is in the video, so I don't get to think anymore. The thought has been done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out like pretty much all of them. I'm just gonna say not really count, okay? What I did, there were a lot of votes that I think were prompted, that they voted Monster, BoJack as Let's Go, and then also voted like a meh or a yes to something else. Those I kept in completely, because like, even if these people I'm assuming aren't from the channel, at least they were able to vote on things other than what they were told to vote on, which shows that they actually that feels like a fair vote to me, or at least more of a fair vote. So I didn't touch any of those, but just purely the ones that were only Let's Go for Monster and BoJack and no for everything else, or nothing for everyone else. I just went and yoinked those out. Well, the thing is, I yoinked those out in the numbers, but I didn't want to make a bunch of new graphs because that's a pain in the butt. So basically pog. So you're like, okay, that was a lot of yapping. I'll show you. So who's the winner? You're probably asking yourself, other than Frieren, because Frieren was kind of the, well, this is even the craziest thing. Let me show you Frieren. Boom. This is Frieren. Frieren was obviously a joke in here, right? Because I've already seen Frieren. We all know. Like, if you watch my channel, you know I've already watched Frieren because it was coming out and I was watching it as it comes out, right? And so for there to be 117 no votes on Frieren, it's like, okay, there's 117 people that A, aren't really like with the channel that much, or B, have never even seen me in their entire life, that have voted seriously, I don't want to see Frieren. So that's like, or they were just thought it was like kind of some sort of troll redo thing and just included it in. But before all these different votes came in that were like prompted, Frieren was the winner by far because it was the funny joke one, right? But since then, it's actually started to lose because after all this, dare I say, rigging, I mean, the person themselves admitted it to be rigging, the person that was like making all these invites. After all this rigging, well, I can just straight up say it's FBI. I'm just gonna say it's FBI. I'm calling you out. It is what it is, okay? I trust. And you know, I even talked to the rigger, Mr. FBI, the other day about like this Monster v BoJack v the next up situation, and was like, hey, what do you think should win? And he was like,
just declare Fate Zero winner.
I'm just confused why you think Fate Zero should be declared the winner.
Because it won. I would hopefully, I'm praying to God it won.
And if we actually look at the results, then we can see that outside of the rigged Monster and BoJack, that if we cut like the 50 off the top of those, then Fate Zero stands true, stands alive as the winner, Honestly, people weren't expecting that. I actually wasn't expecting that either, low-key on the Shleezy, but hey, you know how it goes. iCarly sadly lost. That's what I was voted. That's what I was really hoping for. Roblox, for some reason, got 255 no's. I don't know who did that, because I thought everyone loved Roblox. I love Roblox. I think there might have been a glitch. I think that's why Roblox got so many no's. But either way, yeah, we were like really tied on Monster and Fate Zero. And then the rigging, well, we weren't even tied. Monster was like healthily below, and then the rigging took it way over. And then if you cut the rigging back out, you know, as much as the 50 votes I'm taking out are, then Fate Zero becomes a winner again. So I'm just gonna, it's fate. All right, it's fate. What I've learned, what I've learned is Monster actually has voting power. I was surprised. Okay, I didn't think Monster was gonna get any votes. But I think even if you cut out the rallying of a bunch of people, I think it had a pretty solid margin. So a future poll, or maybe even like a future dictator or something, Monster is actually reasonable now. I put it in kind of as a let's see, like, because people kept saying Monster trust. Maybe I'll trust. Okay, maybe it's proven itself to be an actual contestant. I don't think Bojack's ever gonna get the yeses, because even with the rigging, it's still like lost to Fate Zero, you know? So Bojack is definitely struggling a lot more in that regard, but Monster's definitely made moves that I gotta respect. I do gotta respect it. But picking up on hopefully next Friday, that's when I have the next one planned, should be Fate Zero Episode 1. So that's the situation there. Yay, polls. And what have I learned going forward with holding polls? Should I allow people to send it to people and tell them what to vote? Probably not. I probably shouldn't allow that. I don't know, I might do, it's hard to hold these things and make sure they don't get, it's because it's rigged, because it's kind of easy to rig these things, and people have incentive to rig these things. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of a tough spot. Like, maybe I'll require, like, emails next time so I can actually look at a bunch of email addresses, but even then, it's not going to fix everything. Or I could just hold it on, like, Patreon Raw. So that, like, I mean, for the Patreon poll was fine, though. That didn't even get rigged. Any sort of public poll, though, is always going to be, a bit worrying. So, you know, that's just how it is. Fate wins. And that's why with public YouTube polls, even the winner, I'm gonna watch Fate. That's the plan. But even the winner doesn't necessarily win for me. Like, hey, this is a perfect situation where, like, by literal votes, Monster won, but because of how they are sourced, I'm choosing to not do that. Right? Right. So I reserve the power because I'm a tyrant. You know what I mean? I have all the power here in this relationship. That's the wonderful part of me being me. However, gotta put it out to the Monster fans, alright? I did not expect y'all to rally like that. Also, I just want to slightly clarify, Monster and Bojack, I'm fine with those shows. I ain't got no problem with those shows. I was just trolling a little bit in the last video, alright? They seem like they might be solid shows, okay? I ain't know enough about them to really make a real judgment, but that's the situation there. Good job, Rigatsu. March comes in like a lion. Good job. I almost said ReZero. Fate Zero. Good job. Fate Zero, you're the winners. Tuesday, Friday. We're gonna watch you. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so exciting. Are you excited? All the people that voted against it. No, I'm not excited. Okay, y'all can calm down. But shoot, anything else I gotta say? That's our announcements, bro. I'm not in a bee costume. Some people thought I would wear the bee costume again. No. I don't even have it. That's my problem. I didn't even check, but I don't have it with me. All right, it's just me. It's just plain old me. You wanted me to delay the poll more to get a silly outfit? I will next time, don't worry. No, don't commit. Don't commit to anything. That's all I got for this one, y'all. That's all I got for this poll announcement video. Oh, there were the funny responses to the, maybe a couple of the funny responses to the thing. The thoughts on the video above, because I had the great video. Yeah, boom. There's some funny responses if you want to look at those. I'll edit those in. Shout out the funny responses. Y'all have to be kind of comedic sometimes. Oh, you want to know the craziest thing? I'm gooning. The phrase I'm gooning had 3 separate people verbatim answer it. Capital I, apostrophe M, space gooning. 3 people did that. I'm sure if I typed Control F gooning, there would be more. Why? I'm amazed that y'all have. Wait, somebody's talking about Lethal Company? Great, I now have to clean up the gooey. I can't say that from my keyboard and monitor. Y'all, I will kill my. Y'all. Can we, like, lock in a little bit? Oh my goodness. I haven't even read all these, actually. Okay, well, these are fun. I'll read them afterwards. Shout out. Shout out. Anyways, how about JJK Season 2? Like, it's just in there unfinished would be good for views, too. That's kind of facts. I can't believe I just said that out loud, because now I have to say something about it. Nah, it's just kind of facts. I need to watch that. I still haven't. Bog. Anyways, that's the end of this video. On to the next, where we're going to start up these shows. Mushoku Tensei is going to be the first thing of this new arc, okay? Because that's coming Sunday. So, next week, next arc, new shows, new Pog. Let her know how it goes. I'll be seeing you then.